No shots, no pills, and no machines. Pay very close attention to the next 5 minutes and we can change your life forever. Pain pills are the largest killers of your body, especially your immune system. Use your brain, not your fingers or your wrists, to open a bottle of pills. Pay attention to everything you see and hear, and you can become a new person. This is myotherapy. Myo means muscle and therapy means to heal. Find your trigger points and you will know part of the secrets and puzzles that have kept most of us in the dark regarding pain. Hi, welcome to Myotherapy Mondays. I'm Laura Lee, your host. I'm a master myotherapist trained by Bonnie Pruden. She's a woman who developed myotherapy, and I'm doing a mailbag. I'm offering a situation where you can go ahead and mail a letter in, and I will pull it out of the mailbag, and go ahead and read the letter, and then I will hopefully myotherapy can help this person, and I will explain to her or him what can happen. Dear Laura Lee, I have such a stiff neck I have a hard time backing my car out of the driveway. The stiffness comes and goes, but I would like it gone altogether. Please let me know how I can relieve this huge inconvenience. Otherwise, life is good. Barry from Colorado. Well, Barry, a stiff neck? I just had a stiff neck. This is our second one in a row, but that's okay because stiff neck is, again, something that can really start the ball rolling as far as stiffness in general in your body and your functions. So you want to make sure that you can make sure it doesn't get stiffer, cause you headaches, all sorts of things. So here are the tools that you're going to want, Barry, for yourself to be able to do myotherapy on yourself. And stiff neck is one of the easier ones. Here are some charts, a booklet with charts in it, and also you can get posters for the wall. And that, you take those and you follow along with me. And what I'm going to do is show you, you just put up this wooden dowel up against the wall and you lean into it. And what you're doing is looking for trigger points. And trigger points are sore spots that get stuck in your muscles when you overuse or injure a muscle. They lay latent until you become emotionally or physically stressed, and then they light up like a light switch, send a message to your brain responds to spasm, a pain spasm cycle starts. And what myotherapists do is break that pain spasm cycle by getting rid of the source, which is the trigger point. So how you get rid of that is sort of like if you put your hand over your mouth and rose, you would die in minutes from lack of oxygen. That's how fragile we are, by the way. Trigger point takes 7 seconds. 5 seconds on the hands, face, and feet, just because the muscles are thinner, but 7 seconds in general. So what you're going to do is you're going to find trigger points. You're going to go along with these charts. These are just basics, but everyone is different. So you're sort of finding a trigger point. Myotherapists take a history on you to find out where are your trigger points, because how we did our life through injury or overuse is going to determine where our trigger points are. So that's what makes us all different. But what you're going to do is you're going to go into the muscle tissue, you're going to go in slow, you're going to hold 7 seconds, and you can release slowly, and then you're going to move on to the next trigger point. Now the key here is when you do the 7 seconds, you've got to want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, or when chimpanzee, 2 chimpanzee, 3 chimpanzee. When I teach kids, that's what I tell them, and that they get the idea it's a 7-second hold, not a 7-second count. That's one thing. And you want to make sure you release slowly, not too fast. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. So go ahead and following the charts, working on the trigger points, going in slow. And how you know where you're okay is on a scale of 1 to 3. 1 is just pressure, you don't feel anything at all. 2 is the sensation. That's what you want. You want to get on that sensation. It can feel sharp, hot, hurts so good, feel like dropping a pebble in water and it's okay, but your muscles are okay with it. 3 would be your muscles start to tensen up and it's no fun. So you would back off to a 2. If you back off too much, to a 1, press harder and you find a 2. So that's what you're looking for when you're doing myotherapy on yourself and others. So feedback is really key because this is an active therapy. So you're going to go ahead and start working on the back of your neck, but most stiff necks come from this muscle right here, which is the biggest neck muscle in your neck, and it also does most of the big jobs, like hold your head on top of your head, on top of your body. Anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your ear down to your shoulder and you're going to squeeze that muscle. Go slow and hold for 7 seconds. You got it. And then you're going to go ahead and squeeze it all the way up to your earlobe. And then right behind that muscle is a whole, like a triangle of muscles. Those move the small movements of your head, so you're going to want to work those too. You can use your thumb, or you can use a wooden tool, whatever you prefer. Just make sure you go in slow, hold 7 seconds, release slowly, and then do the corrective movements. So that's pretty much the protocol for myotherapy. So that's how you get rid of a stiff neck. Some of the exercises are ear to your shoulder after you're done doing the trigger point work on both sides. You do the exercises 4 times each, 4 times a day. What I tell people is to go ahead and connect it with breakfast, lunch, dinner when they go to bed. Something they can remember because you forget. Now pain's a good motivator, but sometimes you still forget because we're so busy. Then to this side, so this is one exercise for the next series, and then you can look it up on other videos, the different exercises. The shrug series, the backstroke would be a really good one for you, Barry, which is just putting your hand on your cheek and then coming back, straight back to your thigh. If you can do that, snap and stretch. Give yourself a hug, snap your elbows back, give yourself another hug, open it up wide. That's called the snap and stretch. That's another wonderful one. My favorite one, and most people that I work with favorite one, is called the sunshine. You put your feet about hip length apart, put the back of your hands together, come straight down, come down as far as you comfortably can, draw a line up the center of your body like a zipper, and zip all the way up, looking at your hand all the way, make a big loop and end up at your thighs. So it's called the sunshine. That's how it looks. So that's how fast you would actually be doing it as you get good at it instead of pace. So if you want any more information on stiff neck or anything like that, if you're having difficulties, please go ahead and email me, lauraleesmailbag@gmail.com. Myotherapyhealthcare.com can give you some shortcuts for you to just go for it yourself. P.O. Box 64, Avila Beach, California, 93424 is where you can get into the mailbag if you send me a letter. So love life and life will love you back is our motto here, but the only way you really can do that, well, not the only way, but one of the easiest ways that I've seen as a muscle head person is to remove the trigger points, reinforce by doing at least 4 to 6 sessions, doing the trigger point work, do the corrective movements according to protocol, which is 4 times a day, 4 times each. They're not hard to do, it's just to remember to do them. They take only a couple minutes, but it makes such a big difference. And before you know it, you will be relieved of pain or pain-free altogether. So it's up to you how much work you want to do on it, what kind of questions you want to ask around it, how proactive do you want to be. Subscribe below, make a comment below, and like us. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now.